How's it going, boys and girls? My name is Cowie and welcome back to the Carrot Club. In today's video, we're getting into the juice of scripting, where you will learn how to instruct your game to make decisions. So for example, getting a random loot box inside a tower defense game is a random decision process. In an obby game, if I touch a part, will it hurt me or will it kill me? That's also a decision. In a simulator game like Bee Swarm, are you collecting white flowers for your quest or are you collecting blue flowers? All of these are examples that requires you to know how to make decisions, and that is what we're going to be talking about today. So if you're new to this whole Roblox scripting thing, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any of my content. I'm making a whole series of scripting tutorials so you guys can have an easier time learning this stuff from beginning to the end. And with that, let's get started. So how exactly are we going to make the computer make decisions for us? Well, the first thing we need to know is how to compare data, which we call relation. And the way we do that is to use relational operators. So similar to math operators where you use plus, minus, multiplication, and division, relational operators uses symbols like these: equal, not equal, greater than, lesser than, greater or equal, and lesser and equal. Again, this is not a math class, although it does closely resembles it. So we're going to use these operators to make comparisons between data so you can get your game to do different things for you. Let's take a look at the first operator, which is the equal relational operator that uses symbols equal sign. What this does is to make comparisons between two pieces of data. They need to be exact type and they need to be exact value. If you don't understand what this means, this is what I mean. So I have two pieces of data here right now, 10 equals to 10. Both the left side and the right side are a number, and they both have the values of 10. In this instance, Studio will say this is true because 10 does in fact equal to 10. Or if you prefer, you can say it out loud in your head. Is the number 10 equal to the number 10? And the answer is going to be an obvious yes. Now, what if I change this to 10 equals to the string 10? The left hand side is a number, but the right hand side is a string. Whatever you see in double quote like this, the number 10 is considered a word even though it looks like a number. So in this instance, Studio would then say, no, this is not correct. The number 10 does not equal to the word 10. So let's go over some real examples. I have 4 variables here, one with number 1, which is 10, number 2, which is another 10, number 3 is a 20, and I have health for 100. So if I were to write print number 1 equals number 2, this is going to result in a true because it matches both type and value. Now if I were to type print number 1 equals to 3, well, that's not going to work because 10 does not equal to 3 because it matches the type and not the value. I can also do print health equals 0, which is also false because I have 100 health and I'm matching it against 0. This is to check if your character is still alive. In this case, I am still alive because I have 100 health. So the whole point for the equal operator is to check if two variables is the same. If you look at this number scale here, you can see it visually how it works. If I have a number 5, it will match exactly 5 and the rest of the numbers is ignored. Now, what if I don't want to check for equality? What if I want to check something that is not equal? Then we'll use this symbol here with the wiggly lines and equal. This is called negation of equality. It compares two values and see if they are not equal. We're going to use examples again. Print health does not equal to 0, which is resulting true because I have a health of 100 and it does not equal to 0. Studio would then say this is true. Your health 100 does not equal to 0. Here's an interesting part. What if I were to change the number 0 to a string 0? It will also say it's true because the word 0 does in fact are not the same as the number health 100. So on the number scale, negation equality symbol will match anything that is not the exact value. So moving forward, the next 4 operator is very similar to one another. So I'm just going to do all 4 at once for you. So we got greater than, lesser than, greater or equal, lesser or equal. They are all comparison checking if a number is bigger or smaller. So the greater symbol will match anything that is bigger than itself. So for example, I have here print 5 greater than 5. Then you can say this in your mind. Is 5 greater than 5? And the answer is nope. 5 is not bigger than 5. 5 is equal to 5, but it's not bigger. But what if I have 6 greater than 5? So yes, in this moment, 6 is bigger than 5. Now, moving on to the lesser symbol here, it will match anything that is smaller than itself. So again, here's an example. Is 5 lesser than 5? Again, no, 5 is not smaller than 5. However, 4 is smaller than 5, and therefore Studio is going to say, yes, 4 is smaller than 5. Then we got the greater or equal symbol. This will match any number that is bigger or equal. So for example, unlike the greater symbol sign, this will match whether or not it is equal as well. So for example, 5 greater to equal to 5. In this instance, yes, it is. It is not greater, however, it is equal. So it will say true. 6 greater or equal to 5. Yes, because 6 is greater than 5 even though it is not equal. Finally, we got 4 greater or equal to 5, and that would be an obvious no because 4 is not greater than 5 and is not equal to 5 as well. And then finally, we got the lesser or equal symbol. This will match any number that is smaller or equal. So for example, 5 is less than or equal to 5. In this instance, yes, 5 is equal to 5 even though it is not lesser. The next example, 6 less than or equal to 5. That is a no because 6 is bigger than the 5. It's not smaller, so that would be instantly a false. And then finally, we got 4 lesser than 5, and that will be a yes because 4 is lesser than a 5. And that is really all the operators that I just went through. I hope that I'm not going too fast for you guys that you guys couldn't understand. All this stuff is just basically comparing numbers. And that's all I wanted to show you in this video. So thank you boys and girls for watching, and I'll see you in the next video in game or at the Carrot Club. Take care everybody.